Oh, there you go. That's a better snook. Good snook. That's a good snook. That's a really good snook.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. This is Rag Florida Fishing. I'm actually filming the intro after I'm done fishing, and today is wild. There's a lot that goes on, a lot of big fish, and just a lot of action in general. I mean, it was a pretty cool day and pretty rewarding after the last few videos of just grinding and not really reaping the benefits of my work. So it's a sick video, and if you want any of the lures I'm using in today's video, go to DOAlures.com, use discount code RAG10 at checkout. You're gonna get 10% off your order. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding, guys. You'll see. Just stick around for the whole video and you'll get a good little bit of entertainment. So but guys, thank you for watching. I couldn't do this without all of you. Thank you, but let's get to fishing.
That's not a bad snook. Come here. All right. Good snook to start off the morning. Right in the corner of the mouth there. Beautiful, nice little snook. Good, healthy snook. Got a thick back on him. He has some good genetics on him. Pretty fish. Thank you, buddy. See you, dude. Alright, guys. I'm going to test my luck kind of sight fishing. That's where I've been finding most of my fish, my big fish. Or up in these little shallow pockets. So, I'm going to see if we can pick off some fish early in the morning where we could see them. It is going to be high tide here in a couple minutes. And then, yeah, we may, I mean, who knows? We may just keep trying to sight fish all day where we can and try to find fish that way. But as for right now, I think that's our best bet. So we'll see what happens, see if we can find a couple fish, throw at them, and make them eat. Which, I love doing that, man. I love sight fishing. I think it's so cool. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. Swirled on it way better than I thought. Pretty little baby snook. It'll be a big one one day. See you, dude. Alright, guys, I'm going to be throwing the shrimp into some docks and seawalls, see if we can find any fish doing this. And then, honestly, if they're not here, then I'm probably just going to end up going back into some back rivers and try to find them that way. Once the tide starts coming out, that water's going to get a little bit more shallow, and I should be able to see them a little better. The water clarity was not ideal for what I thought it was going to be at high tide. So, you know, just little things that we have to adapt and overcome to and figure it out. Oh, there's a good snook right there, I think. Oh no, that's a light pole shadow. Oh, there you go. That's a better snook. Get out of there. Dude, he broke 40. You gotta be kidding me. Ay, ay, ay. I played that fish a little bit harder with the confidence since I had the 40 on. My drag was a little bit tight because when I was fishing for tarpon, I like locking down my drag until I at least hook them. To really, you know, lay into them and set the hook, but I didn't think I needed to loosen the drag all that much, but I mean, I loosened it before I started this clip, but I do not know, man. I'll tell you what, I'm the best YouTuber at hooking studs and losing them all. I don't know why that's the cards I've been dealt, but it is, and I'm just gonna have to kind of learn how to deal with that. But we'll figure it out. It's a whole learning journey. Good stuff. Oh, yes. All right. Heck yeah, dude. That's a really good snook. Man, this Tidewater rod just kills, dude. It's such a good stick. I love it, man. It's so sensitive, but it's got backbone right in the butt. Man, that's a good snook. Heck yeah, dude. All right, let me get a picture and get her unhooked and send her on her way. All right, let's get this girl unhooked. Oh, baby. Get a measure, send her on her way. Let's see, I'm guessing 32. Oh gosh, not even close. She's not even slot. 27 and a half. But nonetheless, beautiful, nice thick fish. Look at that, guys. Goodness gracious. Beautiful fish. All right, there's been a bunch of bull sharks, so I'm just gonna kind of give her a head dive. See you, girl. Off she goes. Swam off perfect. Heck yeah, that's so sick. I needed that so bad, dude. That was a good fit. That's like a stud snook. I mean, you know, that doesn't happen all the time. So, you know, to catch that fish was really, really nice. I needed it. And now let's just go catch a bunch more. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw it back under here. I feel like there's gonna be more snook. But if you watch that last clip over, I was barely even moving it, but I was able to feel that fish eat with slack line. Like I could feel it all the way into my hand, not just the rod tip. There's another one. See, I felt that too, and that's not a big fish. So when I first started using these Tidewater rods, you know, I was a bit skeptical because, you know, everything worked for me, you know, before, and I was nervous because, you know, the shrimp is a light bait, pretty little snook, thick boy for as small as he is. You know, I was nervous just to change. You know, I'm not a big person of change, as you know, you guys don't know that, but people in my life do. And you know, I started using this rod, and you know, you could see it's got a thicker butt, you know, just above the reel. than the previous rods I was using. And I was like, oh man, I hope I don't lose sensitivity, because this is going to be my shrimp rod. And that's what I explained to them. I was like, this rod will only throw the DOA shrimp. And they said, perfect, we got the perfect stick for you, and we want you to use it. And I said, okay, well, I'll give it a whirl. And I think that's a big reason why I've been losing some fish, is because of the backbone in this rod. It has the sensitivity, but it has the butt in it to, and by butt I mean rear end. It has the rear end to that I'm not used to with such a sensitive rod. And that I was just thinking about that on this trip. I was like, I wonder if it's because I'm putting too much pressure that, you know, I'm not used to with such a light, fast action rod. Whoops, that happens, guys. Not gonna edit it out. But now I get to utilize, you know, drag and all that good stuff, and I just have to get better at learning, you know, where things are, you know, where their breaking points are. But I mean, it's actually like a lightweight rod, which I like a lot, because I'm throwing this thousands of casts a day, which is really important to me. And even though I bumped up to 40, any rod that I've used that's like that fast action whippy tip, and I don't want to say whippy because I mean it's still a good tip, it's just a sensitive stick. So gonna be honest, I got complete squirrel brain after that statement and completely stopped talking, and I don't know why. But basically what I was saying was, this rod has the backbone in it to pull fish out, the sensitivity to feel fish on, you know, a tiny bite, and then, you know, the ability to skip casts and all that good stuff. So bumping up to 40 pound, I think, is really going to do this rod justice. Being able to put pressure on those bigger fish, pulling them out of structure, meanwhile keeping that sensitivity that I really need while throwing such a light bait, and then giving it the action that bait deserves. You know, that I was watching it all day long in the water, and that tail of the shrimp was still flapping along just like how it's always been. But in previous rods, you know, I really had to put pressure on those rods to pull those fish out of structure. And like I said, later on in this video, you guys are going to see exactly what I mean. Aggressive little guy. Came back and got it twice. Ooh. Man, all these snook lately have been peeing on me. Pretty snook. Yellow fins. Man, so pretty. See you, dude. A little bit more aggressive than the last one. Hit it like a ton of bricks. Oh, all right, easy. Easy catch and release. See you, dude. Oh, I saw that fish sitting there. Came up and smoked it. Man, he's fighting crazy hard for not that big of a fish. Oh, it's because I have him gill wrapped. Come on, buddy. All right, not a bad one. Pretty little fish. He's got good genetics too. Thick back. He's a thick fish. Heck yeah. Pretty guy too. See, dude, make a bunch of babies. There we go. Not a dink. No, he's just a little snook. See you, dude. There we go. A little better than the last one. Oh, much better than the last one. Nice. All right, dude. Oh. Just flop back in. All right. Jeez, man. Ay. Fish look like they're a little bit deeper. I was just waiting for some boat wake to go by, and I saw a couple kind of right on the edge here, the ledge, I guess. So I'm gonna just kind of keep my eyes open, see if that remains where they're sitting, because I'd probably be floating right on top of them if I didn't see that. So it's like little things like that. I have noticed they're like super related to shadows and shadow lines and all that stuff. So I don't know if they're gonna remain doing that or if they're gonna be a little bit deeper. But we'll just make a bunch of casts, spend some time, and try to figure it out, because I want to get on a bite. I think I kind of finally figured it out, as far as they're in the shadow lines and all that good stuff. But seeing fish a little bit deeper makes me think, okay, maybe fish it out a little bit more, stay a little bit further away from the bank. See if we can find fish out there. I don't know. I mean, it's outgoing tide now, so this water's slowly starting to lower, and I can see a little bit better. Because this morning it was just high and dirty. So, just gonna, like I said, guys, just try to figure it out, man. Like, it's that crazy little puzzle piece that keeps us coming back, and I hate puzzles in real life, but this puzzle, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than trying to figure this one out. Man, he came up, hit it, nosed it, and then swam, or came up and got it. Pretty fish, see you, dude. Little guy. Pretty snook, see, dude. They've all been pretty today. There we go. On the paws. Is it a fat snook? Looks like it. Yeah, it is. So if you guys look back a couple videos ago, or I don't even remember, a video or two ago, the tarpon snook had more of a long open mouth, bigger eyes, but kind of a similar body type. But they do fight differently than common snook. They won't really jump as much. See, dude? They won't really jump as much, and they don't get as big either. And I have noticed that fat snook tend to really school together, like especially around like moving current, like maybe in a situation like this where current isn't like ripping, but if there's like a spot where there's current moving pretty darn good, there's going to be probably, if you catch one fat snook, there's pretty good chance that you'll catch a bunch. Just, you know, something that I've noticed. If you guys have noticed anything different, let me know. But like I said, I have noticed that they tend to school up a lot more than common snook, even the small ones. You know, because you'll catch, you know, you'll go in a spot and catch 4 or 5 dinks. But fat snook, you'll find a pretty good amount of them just kind of hanging out pretty much in the same area. That's a good snook. That's a really good snook. That's a really good snook. Woo! She's not even close to being done. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, guys. That's a tank. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a tank. Oh my gosh. I needed that so bad, guys. Holy cow. Okay. Okay, let me get up onto this beach here. Oh my gosh. What a tank. It's a tank. That's a tank. Oh my gosh, the biggest fish on Rag Rig 4.0. The new Tidewater rods. Oh my gosh. Oh, she ain't done yet. She still has some fight in her. Oh gosh. Okay, let me spot lock here. I'm gonna keep her in the water. I'm gonna set up to take a picture. Okay. All right, guys, let's get a measure on her. She is a tank. On 0 and 30. Wow, she isn't as big as I thought she was. 35. But just a freaking slob fish. I'm gonna take my time with her. There you go, baby. I'm gonna grab her tail. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Keep kicking just like that. Old Rag will let you go. I just want you to go swim away nice and healthy. There you go, baby. Off she goes. She's swimming away. Awesome, right under the boat. Probably some deeper water to cool off. That's so sick. Heck yeah, guys. That was a freaking stud. Heck yeah. Guys, I will say I'm so happy that I switched to 40 pound. I think this channel is going to see a lot more big fish. Just think about the last like month alone, how many big fish I've lost. If you watch all my videos, you know how many big fish I've lost, and it's insane. Like I'll hook them and I'll land, you know, one out of every, I would say 1 or 2 out of every 10, because I'm always breaking off. But I think this 40 pound mono might be the trick. I mean, I'm still catching small ones, I'm sight fishing them, and then that big freaking girl, I mean, absolutely choked it. If that was 30, I would have broken off, no doubt in my mind. But you know, I think it's little things like that that can change a story. You know what I mean? You know, my buddy Chris, who you've seen him in a few videos, he goes, "You're great at hooking big fish." He goes, "You just are the person that loses them more than anyone that I've ever met." And I was like, I know, you know. And we were talking about the leader thing and everything, and once he realized that, you know, he's not going to win the fluoro mono argument with me, he goes, "Bump it up to 40." And today was my breaking point. And you know, we did have that one fish chew through, but I had my drag a little tight, and you know, she chewed through, and that happens when a fish chokes a bait. I mean, you're fishing with a 3-inch shrimp, you know, those fish are not small. And I don't know if I was recording on this camera when I showed it, but that fish choked the shrimp. It was all the way down there. I couldn't even get my hand in there to get it out. But I think this 40 pound mono, you guys are going to be seeing a lot better content on this channel, because I fish this bait so much, you know, and it's my bread and butter to catch fish every single trip. I mean, I would say since I've been associated with DOA, I would say maybe 1 or 2 videos I didn't throw the shrimp. Maybe 1. And even then, I'm not even 100% sure about that. So, but you know, oh, I just got smoked. But yeah, I think you guys are, buckle up, because I think this content's about to go crazy.
All right, guys, that was a pretty sick day. You know, we got on a handful of snook. Thought I was gonna get on a tarpon, but we didn't. You know, they were all over the place, but they just didn't want to cooperate, and that's okay. It wasn't their day. Man, that snook sealed the deal for me. And I'm telling you guys, switching to 40 pound changed the game. I don't think they're seeing it. You know, maybe if I'm fishing in like cleaner water, I'll go down to 30 pound. But other than that, I think I'm gonna stick to the 40 pound with even the shrimp until I stop catching fish. You know, if there's a day where the bite's tough, maybe I'll bump down. If they're leader shy, I don't know. But man, I needed that so bad. You know, I needed that 39 bad that I caught a couple videos ago, but I needed that snook really, really bad. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.